Isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Muli ako si Emmanuel o Alejandre. Ito ang aking daily devotion ngayong April 6. And for today, we are going to talk about facing giants. And this is about David and Goliath. And makikita natin ito sa 1 Samuel chapter 17. Ngayon, specifically, I will read to you the verses of 34 to 36, saying, "But David said to Saul, 'Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth. When it turned on me, I seized it by its hair, struck it, and killed it. Your servant has killed both the lion and the bear. This uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, because he has defied the armies of the living God." Now, this is David's attempt to persuade Saul for him to enable David to fight Goliath. Now, Goliath in the old times, especially in this context, no, is a very fearsome warrior na maraming pinatay sa, supposedly, base dito, armies of the living God. Now, kailangan gawin to ni David because David seemed very weak, kumbaga. Sa perceptions ng mga tao sa kanya, nag-aalaga lang naman pala to ng tupa. Anong gagawin niya against Goliath? He will just be a sacrifice. Well, the thing is, God trains His people in hidden places. Kagaya ni David na trinain siya ng Panginoon doon sa pag-aalaga niya ng sheep. Na kung saan if may mga wild animals, dangerous wild animals, na nagtry na kumuha ng kahit isa man doon sa mga sheep na yon, David finds a way to first retrieve the sheep and then kill those dangerous wild animals. Kung yon, nasanay na siya sa ganong pamamaraan, then he will most likely have the ability to deal with Goliath. And now, that is not only because of David's strength or maybe wit, but that is because of God training him in order to have that ability. Kung hindi siya nag-aalaga ng tupa at kung hindi nangyari yung mga ganong circumstances, then hindi niya kayang talunin si Goliath. But he have forgone those trials and tribulations, and it caused him to be powerful through the glory and name of God. So God's faithfulness in the past secures the future. Ibig sabihin po nito, laging tama ang plano ng Panginoon. And lagi siyang nagwawagi. And minsan, God fights His battles using His servants. So, hindi lang si David yung nanalo nung namatay si Goliath. Nanalo din yung Panginoon. Because our God is the one that made it so possible for David to win. Mahihinuhan natin dito that we train in hidden places, not on the public stage. Parang ano lang yan, sabi nga ni Pastor Russell, no? Yung mga nagbibigay ng speech, hindi naman sila nagpa-practice nung speech na nila. They train outside of the public eye. Pumupunta lang sila sa mga venues na nagsasalita na sila habang may mga nanonood once they're ready. And ganun din tayo. May mga pagkakataon na hindi muna pinapakita ng Panginoon yung ginagawa natin. Pinapakita niya lang kapag kailangan na. So always look back on God's faithfulness to move forward. May mga pagkakataon kasing nakakalimutan natin kung gaano ka-loyal sa atin yung Panginoon at kung gaano niya tinulungan ng ating buhay. So we need to be able to look back on those things in order for us to truly grow and transform. And we should fight God's battles with His strength and His resources. Wag po nating angkinin. Because everything is possible with God and God alone. And nothing is possible without Him. Yun lamang po ang aking daily devotion. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Pagpalain po tayong lahat and let us all give glory to God.